Hello students, in the session 4 of mathematics. As hope everybody has completed exercise 2A in the fair copy. A few students sent the problems to me, so I'm going to discuss their problems, or many of you may have problem in the same question. So I'm going to discuss firstly question number 5, 6 problems. Question number 5, they are saying simplify. So this is the expression given. 4 to the power minus 1 is there. That means this power minus 1 is assigned to 6, to a, to b square, as well as this power minus 1 is with minus 3 also. So we get minus power minus 1 with all the elements inside the bracket. So 6 to the power minus 1, a to the power minus 1, b already had a power 2. Whenever we have power on power, power gets multiplied. So 2 into minus 1. Similarly, c to the power minus 3 into minus 1. We multiply, so what we got? 6 to the power minus 1, a to the power minus 1, b 2 into minus 1 will give you minus 2. Minus 3 into minus 1 will give you plus 2. So we got the expression, but we know that we should avoid writing the negative index. So we convert the negative index into positive index by taking the reciprocal of the negative. So we write c cube has a positive power, so c cube will be the numerator. 6 to the power minus 1 will come 1 by 6. A to the power minus 1 will come, it takes the term in the denominator. Similarly, b to the power minus 2 will come in the denominator. So what is the expression? C cube upon 6a b square. This is the answer for question number 5, 6 marks. Then a child asked about question number 8. In question number 8, we are supposed to prove. So this is the expression given, given expression that is equal to 1. We have to show that it is equal to 1. So firstly we copy the LHS part. As I have a list case, so I'm not copying the LHS part. In the RHS we have to prove it equal to 1, so I'm just removing the RHS. So this is the LHS part of question number 8. We have power on power. We know power on power, power gets multiplied. So that means this power a minus b is with x to the power a plus b, as well as this power a minus b is with power c also. Remember this law. X to the power m, x to the power n, and whole to the power p. That means x to the power m into p and x to the power n into p. That means this power p is with x to the power m, as well as this power is with x to the power n. Remember the law. So I multiply x to the power a minus a plus b into x to the power a minus b. We'll assign this power a minus b in the denominator also. So c into a minus b. Now similarly in the second part expression also, b plus c into b minus c, and in the denominator also x to the power a into b minus c, and the third one also x to the power c plus a, c minus a upon x to the power b c minus a. I made you remember the identity. Whenever we find identity a minus b, a plus b, it is always equal to a square minus b square. So I am going to use this identity. So what we have, x to the power a plus b into x to the power a minus b. So what it becomes? X to the power a square minus b square, x to the power c into a minus b into c. The c is multiplied with a as well as with minus b. What we get here? B square, b plus c into b minus c will give you b square minus c square. And in the denominator we will have a multiplied with b as well as a multiplied with c. Again in the numerator we have c square minus a square and x to the power b into c minus b into a. Whenever we are multiplying and the base is same, powers get added. So we add all the powers of the numerator together and all the powers of denominator together. So a square minus b square plus b square minus c square plus c square minus a square. And in the denominator what we get? X to the power ca minus bc plus ab minus ac plus bc minus ba. We can write that directly also the expression without using the bracket, because positive sign doesn't make any change. Whenever we have negative sign, we have to be alert. So what we get now? We remove the bracket. X to the power a square minus b square plus b square minus c square plus c square minus a square. In the denominator what we get? ca minus bc plus ab minus ac plus bc minus ba. What get cancelled? Minus b square get cancelled, plus c square and minus c square get cancelled. Similarly a square and minus a square gets cancelled. So what we are left with? X to the power 0 in the numerator. In the denominator what get cancelled? bc with bc, ab with ba, whether you write ba or whether you write ab, both are same. ca and minus ac also. So what we are left with? X to the power 0. Any number with power 0 is 1. X to the power 0 again is 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1. That is equal to RHS, hence verified. So we have solved question number 8, third subpart. Then I discussed, a child asked me about question number 10, first part. I am going to discuss question number 10, first part. Question number 10, first part. What we have to do? Evaluate. We are looking for the value of the given expression. So what the expression is? X to the power a, x to the power b and whole to the power 1 by ab. Next is x to the power b, x to the power c and whole to the power 1 by bc. Next is x to the power c, x to the power a and whole to the power 1 by ca. So we have power on power, power gets multiplied. This power 1 by a, b is with the numerator as well as with the denominator. This power 1 by bc is with the numerator as well as denominator. Remember that. So I just firstly multiply the powers. Power on power, power gets multiplied. So a into 1 by ab, x to the power b into 1 by ab, x to the power b into 1 by bc, x to the power c into 1 by BC. And next we have x to the power c into 1 by ca, and x to the power a into 1 by c. Let's see what get cancelled. This a and a gets cancelled. Here b and b, b. Here c gets cancelled. In this term, c gets cancelled in the numerator and a gets cancelled in the denominator. So what we are left with? X to the power 1 by b upon x to the power, only b is cancelled, not a here. 1 by a into x to the power 1 by c, x to the power 1 by b, x to the power 1 by a, x to the power 1 by c. As we are solving the chapter exponents, we need to apply the laws. Do not cancel it directly like this. Apply the laws. On multiplication, powers get added. So I add the powers on the numerator. I write in a alphabetical order. Similarly, on multiplication, base is same, powers get added. I write again in alphabetical order. We can cancel out directly, but we should apply the better ways to apply the laws of exponent. On division, when base is same, powers get subtracted. So 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c minus 1 by a, 1 by b and minus 1 by c. So we solve the powers. Minus 1 by a, negative sign is before bracket, sign of each term will be changed, minus 1 by b and minus 1 by c. So you can check 1 by a gets cancelled with minus 1 by a, 1 by b gets cancelled with minus 1 by b, and 1 by c gets cancelled with minus 1 by c. So what we are left with, I am not cancelling it here, all will become dark, so you can cancel out in your copy with a pencil. What we are left with, x to the power nothing, that is 0, and any number with power 0 is equal to 1. So this is the value of the given expression. Hope you have understood. Then I solve question number 11. So a child asked for question number 11 also, although 12, and I'll solve question number 11 for you now. Hope everybody has maintaining the fair copy and everybody has completed exercise 2A. Question number 11 now. Simplify. Student, do not forget to write the question line in the fair copy. AB whole to the power y minus z into BC. A dot sign is here, that means we have multiplication sign between the terms. And the last term is CA whole to the power x minus y. AB to the power y minus z, BC to the power z minus x, and CA to the power x minus y. Dot sign stands for multiplication. So firstly, we distribute power minus y by y minus z to a as well as to b. So a to the power y minus z. Which law we are going to apply? ab into whole to the power m means a to the power m as well as b to the power m. This is the law. I am going to apply this law. ab to the power y minus z and b to the power also y minus z. I convert this dot sign to the multiplication. Dot means multiplication only here. B to the power z minus x c to the power z minus x. A to the power, c to the power x minus y and a to the power x minus y. Now a, 2a with different powers, 2b with different powers and 2c with different powers. So on multiplication, powers get added. Power of a will be added with the power of a, power of b will be added with the power of b, and so similarly of c. So a to the power y minus z plus x minus y, b to the power y minus z plus z minus x, and c to the power z minus x and x minus y. Exactly. So now we add the powers. It becomes y minus z plus x minus y, b to the power y minus z plus z minus x, and c to the power z minus x plus x minus y. We solve it, what get cancelled? Here y and y gets cancelled. What we are left with? A to the power, first here write the positive power, then negative. So x first I am going to write and minus z later on. Similarly here z and z get cancelled. What I am going to write? Y minus x, and c to the power x gets cancelled. What we are left with? Z minus. They ask you to simplify, so we can simplify more. Power negative means it is in the division. So can we write it like this? A x upon a to the power z, b y and b to the power c z and c to the power y. Negative index I have converted into positive by writing the reciprocal. Okay student, so this is the way we can write, or if you want to write x all together, y all together and z all together, so we can write like this also. A, this is having power x and this is also having power x, so can I write this way? ab to the power x. B is having power y and c is also having power y, so b by c to the power y and c to the power upon a to the power z. Like this also we can write. We can leave the answer this way also. Both the ways answer is correct. So I discussed question number 11 now. Then one more last question to be discussed is question number 13. Although I said question number 12 and 13 are exactly of the same type, then also you may have done some silly errors, so you are not getting the solution for that. I am doing question number 13 for you now. Question number 13, again they are saying simplify. What the question is? A to the power 7 plus 2n, a to the power a square whole to the power 3n plus 2, and the denominator we have a to the power 4 whole to the power 2n plus 3. This is the question given to us. Whenever we have power on power, firstly we multiply the powers. So I write the first term as it is, a to the power 7 plus 2n. Dot symbolizes multiplication, so I removed it with the multiplication. Now power on power, power gets multiplied. Power gets multiplied, that means 2 is multiplied with 3n and with 2 also. So it becomes 2 3s are 6, 6n and 2 2s are 4. What we get in the denominator? 4 to the power 2n plus 3, that means 4 is multiplied with the 2n as well as with the 3. So 4 2s are 8n plus 4 3s is 12. Now multiplication is there, base is same, so we add the powers. A to the power 7 plus 2n plus 6n plus 4, and in the denominator we have a to the power 8n plus 12. So what we get here, a to the power variable will be added to the variable and constant will be added to the constant. 7 plus 4 will give you 11 and 2n plus 6n will give you 8n upon a to the power 8n plus 12. Now we are dividing them, so on division powers get subtracted. So what we'll get here, a to the power 11 plus 8n minus, always write in the bracket whenever we have negative sign. So what we get, a to the power 11 minus 8n, this was having inside the bracket plus and outside we have negative sign, so sign gets changed, it will become minus 8n and this plus 12 will become minus 12. This was plus 8n. So plus 8n and minus 8n gets cancelled. What we get, plus 11 minus 12 will give you minus 1. A to the power minus 1, we never write in the negative index, we write the reciprocal of it, that becomes 1 by a. And that is the answer. So what the answer is, 1 by a. Student, I have discussed almost all your problems of exercise 2a. This way we finish chapter exponent and powers. In the next part of the same session, I will start with chapter percentage. So we will continue with the percentage in the next part. Thank you, students.